Hello and welcome to Code Football. The 4-2-2-2 is a formation that uses a traditional four-player defensive line and a midfield split into two pairs. The first, a double pivot, protects the central spaces ahead of the defense, and the second, a more advanced pair, primarily operates between the lines, in support of two center forwards. The 4-2-2-2 formation, sometimes referred to as the magic box, magic rectangle, or magic square, is thought to have first been used in 1950s Brazil, where Flavio Costa focused on free, fluid, and improvised attacking play. The best modern examples of using a 4-2-2-2 are Manuel Pellegrini, with several clubs, Ralph Hasenhüttl, with RB Leipzig and Southampton, and Ralf Rangnick, with RB Leipzig and Manchester United. The full-backs provide the team's attacking width in a 4-2-2-2, often moving ahead of the double pivot. The center-backs use the double pivot to build from the back, while also breaking lines with passes into the attacking midfielders when possible. The double pivot supports attacks underneath the ball and provides cover inside and behind the advanced full-backs. One of the players in the double pivot may drop into the back line after the full-backs have pushed forward to create a back three. Alternatively, one of them may provide a delayed forward run to join the attack. The number 10s are the primary creators and both the most interesting and unique aspect of the 4-2-2-2. They aim to get into positions between the lines to pick up the ball above. They link the defense and double pivot to the center forwards, while also offering an additional goal threat, bursting forward during counter-attacks and subsequent moves to pick up second balls and shoot from distance. It's also common to see the 10s moving wide to support the advanced full-backs. They may deliver crosses or make decoy runs to create space for the full-back to cross. The center forwards stay highest and are responsible for creating and finishing chances. They occupy the opposing center-backs, link play with midfield runners, attack crosses, through balls and cutbacks, and stretch the opposition by threatening the space in behind. One of the two strikers may drop short to create space for a midfielder to run in behind, but they mostly remain central and high up the pitch. The back line of four sets up like any other back four, staying compact and protecting the spaces closest to goal. However, the full-backs may push forward to press an opponent. When one does so, the center-backs and far-side full-backs slide across the pitch to cover. The double pivot protects the central spaces in front of the center-backs but will push forward to support a high press if the manager wants them to. They will also be responsible for tracking runs from opposition midfielders beyond the midfield line. The number 10s are likely to take up a narrow defensive position, staying close to the double pivot. When their team drops back into a block, they may move alongside the double pivot to form a second line of four and create a 4-4-2 block. When pressing high, the attacking midfielders could still start narrow, before moving to press the opposition fullbacks or wingbacks in an attempt to lock play near the touchline with a curved press above. Alternatively, the two 10s could press inwards, along with the center forwards, in an attempt to show the opposition into the crowded central area of the pitch. Here, the double pivot will then try and win the ball. The center forwards are responsible for instigating the high press and then applying pressure from behind the ball to stop the opponent from turning out and recycling possession. If the aim is to force play towards the touchline, the center forwards will press outwards and try to prevent the opposition from switching play. The 4-2-2-2 shape can help create central overloads in dangerous positions around the opposition's central midfielders, leading to frequent progress through the center of the pitch. When playing against a back four, both opposing center-backs are occupied by the two center forwards. This discourages them from stepping into midfield to compete for the ball, which can help the two attacking midfielders receive in higher positions. The presence of a double pivot enables the full-backs to attack simultaneously without the need for complex rotations or positional changes to add numbers in central midfield. The 4-2-2-2 is a good shape from which a team can counter-press centrally, and also launch counter-attacks. This is because, without many movements or rotations, there should be significant numbers around the ball when possession is lost centrally. The 4-2-2-2 also provides lots of defensive support and cover through central spaces, which is ideal for protecting goal in a mid-block. It also lends itself to forcing the opposition wide when they have the ball. The 4-2-2-2 lacks natural width in attack, so wider counter-attacks are rare. As a result, additional movements from the central players are often required. The center-backs are required to cover the wide areas whenever the double pivot can't get across once the full-backs have pushed forward. This can lead to a detached backline, especially when dealing with quick, direct counter-attacks when the full-backs have advanced. A team in a 4-2-2-2 can be vulnerable to accurate switches of play, with the wide areas left open much of the time. The 4-2-2-2 is best suited to counter-attacking and threatening on transition and is less effective during sustained periods of possession. In this scenario, players can block one another off due to being on the same vertical passing line, especially in central areas. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, you can share it and support the channel. See more interesting videos of Code Football.